number of alumni at Intel. You just start thinking about that. Now think about all the startups, all the pop-ups, all the random moments, all the businesses, all the innovations, all the kinds of things that are happening. And if you don't understand that the economy, the global economy, runs through San Jose State University, then you have missed the picture. And as alumni, you need to go out and tell that story. This is an incredible place, and you are part of the incredible energy and enthusiasm that is generated about San Jose State every year. So congratulations. It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you for joining us today for SJSU's official commencement ceremony. We are delighted to welcome you to the Provident Credit Union Event Center. The ceremony will begin soon.
What's good, fellow Spartans? Congratulations to the class of 2022. It's been a long journey, but we did it. We accomplished one of our lifelong goals. None of us know exactly what the future holds, but the road will be a lot easier now that we have this diploma. Now that we're proud Spartan alumni, I hope you'll come back to our alma mater. Let's support the university that meant so much to us these past few years. I know I will. Congratulations again on earning your degree, and go Spartan!
That's not a bad number. I'll give you one more number, 1,000. 1,000's a number. That's the number of alumni at Intel. You just start thinking about that. Now think about all the startups, all the pop-ups, all the random moments, all the businesses, all the innovations, all the kinds of things that are happening. And if you don't understand that the economy, the global economy, runs through San Jose State University, then you have missed the picture. And as alumni, you need to go out and tell that story. This is an incredible place, and you are part of the incredible energy and enthusiasm that is generated by San Jose State every year. So congratulations. It's absolutely amazing.
Welcome to commencement at San Jose State University. The ceremony will begin in 5 minutes.
Thank you for joining us today for SJSU's official commencement ceremony. We are delighted to welcome you to the Provident Credit Union Event Center. The ceremony will begin soon.
Good evening. Welcome to the Spring 2022 San Jose State University Commencement Ceremony for the College of Professional and Global Education. I'm Seungjun Lee, the Assistant Professor of Applied Data Science. It is my pleasure to open today's festivities. This is a joyous occasion, and we share your excitement and pride. To ensure that everyone is able to enjoy today's festivities, we ask that all graduates remain in their seat through the ceremony, except when called to the stage. And all guests remain seated while students are crossing the stage. We must also ask that the safety of everyone, that you keep your face covering in place at all times, unless activity, eating, or drinking. Now, I invite you to rise, if you are able, and remaining standing as Leo Mengaliden performs our national anthem. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Ruth Ward, Dean of the College of Professional and Global Education.
Thank you, Sun-jin. So it is truly a beautiful evening to all come together to honor and celebrate our 2022 graduating class. So this is the final spring 2022 commencement ceremony for San Jose State. So I know you agree with me that we have definitely saved the very best for last. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of the College of Professional and Global Education, a proud and very heartfelt congratulations to all of you. To our 817 graduates in the Department of Applied Data Science and the School of Information, you are poised to be successful, to enrich lives and communities in this digital and information world. We've entered the zettabyte era. The world is now creating and consuming more than 90 zettabytes annually. So, to put that in perspective, that is 12 times more bytes than there are grains of sand on the entire Earth. That's a lot of data. So it is no wonder that the world needs and values your skills, your knowledge, and your insights in this data as data and information scholars and practitioners. Through your course of study, you have gained a thoughtful and deep understanding of how information and data can be applied to address some of the world's most pressing problems, like the global health pandemic and the resource shortages that we are experiencing right now, as well as social and economic inequities or environmental sustainability. You are deeply aware that there are people behind all this data and lives that are impacted by your analysis, the products that you design and create, and the solutions you develop. As graduates of this college, we trust that you know how to use information to make ethical, thoughtful, and compassionate decisions, and always putting people first. Your successful completion of a demanding course of study in a very challenging environment in our history demonstrates your resilience, resourcefulness, adaptability, and commitment. I, along with your professors and advisors, are filled with immense pride knowing that you will bring these characteristics in your very own communities. And speaking of community, please take a thoughtful moment to show your appreciation to all those who supported you in reaching the significant milestone. Give a cheerful and wholehearted thank you to your mentors, your friends, and your families. So let's take that time now to just give them a loud cheer. So bask in that wonderful feeling of having loved ones standing by your side. So once again, my warmest congratulations to all of you. Go confidently and together and make a positive, lasting imprint and impact in your communities. I know that your future is bright, and there will be many more celebrations recognizing your boundless successes. Now, to preside over today's commencement exercises, please join me in welcoming the San Jose State University Interim President, Stephen Perez.
Thank you, Dean Heward. Hello, class of 2022. How are you doing? All right, we're going to have to work on this a little bit. We don't have the giantest crowd here, but so you're going to have to be mighty, right? We need to hear you all. What is the best thing to do on a Friday evening after the end of a long week? What is it? To graduate, right? We should end every week with a graduation. We should commemorate your accomplishments every single Friday night. But the difference is, you don't graduate every Friday night. It's not every week that you do the momentous amount of work and accomplish as many things as you've done at your time here at San Jose State. So this is going to be a special night, so we need everybody to participate. All right, so we're going to practice a little bit. I'm going to point, and you're going to cheer, right? Not person by person. We'll go section by section. So let's start in the back. Thank you. We'll work our way around. Thank you. Come on. You can do it. Keep it going. There we go. I like it. Down here. Now everybody. All right, I feel a little bit better. Feeling a little bit better about this. Good job. Hello, family members, friends, supporters, faculty, and staff, and everyone who is here to honor and celebrate the achievements of our amazing 2022 graduating class. It's great to welcome you all to the Spring 2022 commencement, and it's even better to see you all here in person. It is truly a great night to be a Spartan. I'd like to begin with our land acknowledgement. The San Jose State University community recognizes that the present-day Muwekma Ohlone tribe, with an enrolled Bureau of Indian Affairs documented membership of over 550, is comprised of all of the known surviving American Indian lineages aboriginal to the San Francisco Bay region, who trace their ancestry through the missions Santa Clara, San Jose, and Dolores during the advent of the Hispano-European Empire into Alta California, and who are the successors and living members of the sovereign, historic, previously federally recognized Verona Band of Alameda County. Furthermore, the San Jose State University community recognizes that the university is established within the Thamian Ohlone-speaking tribal ethno-historic territory, which, based upon the unratified federal treaties of 1851 and 52, includes the unceded ancestral lands of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe of the San Francisco Bay Area. Some of the enrolled Muwekma lineages are descended from direct ancestors from the Thamian Ohlone tribal territory, whose ancestors had affiliation with Mission Santa Clara. The San Jose State University community also recognizes the importance of this land to the indigenous Muwekma Ohlone people of this region, and consistent with our principles of community and diversity, strives to be good stewards on behalf of the Muwekma Ohlone tribe, whose land we occupy. This is my first opportunity as the interim president to preside over a commencement ceremonies, and I got to tell you, I've been excited all week, and I continue to be as excited as I possibly can be. These are so wonderful ceremonies, and we are so proud to be here and so excited to be around you all and celebrate your accomplishments that I can't even tell you how great it's going to be. We're going to cheer. Anybody got a good whistle? I can't whistle to save my life. We're going to whistle. We're going to yell. We're going to clap. We're going to scream. But while we celebrate, I do want to take just a few moments to reflect back on the horrific events we've seen over the last few weeks, and in fact over many, 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 many years. But over the last few weeks, we've seen significant and horrific acts of violence coming from hatred being inflicted on our fellow society members. We're losing children, we're losing teachers, we're losing friends, we're losing loved ones to horrific, horrific acts of violence that we have to stop. This is a society we should not be living in. We have to do better. We must do better. And we're going to count on you to show us how to do better. So please, thank you. Please join me in a few moments of silence in remembrance of the lives that have been lost. Thank you very much. Graduation is always one of the most important times of the academic calendar. It's an occasion when we all get together to celebrate and honor our students for their accomplishments and earning their degrees. It signifies the end of this part of your academic journey and the beginning of a new adventure. That journey can include almost anything, but you will always be a Spartan. This will always be your home, and you will always be welcome home. Earning your degree signifies you have accomplished something very special. You've completed college. You can check that off your bucket list. I was watching the video and it already showed you checking it off, but now you really can check that off your bucket list and make room for what's next and what you're going to do after this. Now you may choose to go to graduate school, to start a career, or put your degree to use in some other way. Whatever you choose to do, you will do it as a college graduate. Congratulations. Our class of 2022 is one of the most special cohorts ever at San Jose State. You went through a whole lot to get here. I'm not just talking about your studies, your class projects, your final exams. And it's Friday night. Finals were over, I believe, on Tuesday. Anybody still have any work left they have to do for the semester? All right, well, we're all done. I'm not just talking about that. What you endured through the pandemic these past 2 years has been unprecedented. The fact that you're here today shows that the class of 2022 possesses a level of character and perseverance that you may not have known you even had. But having demonstrated that you can overcome what we've all experienced, you've shown that you can do anything. This spring, more than 7,500 students from the class of 2022 are scheduled to graduate, many of them participating in commencement ceremonies, just as you are. Including those who graduated in fall 2021, there are over 10,000 new Spartan alums, ready to go out and take on the world. And we are so happy to be here with you and so happy to share this time with you, and we're so proud of you. I want to recognize members of the United States Armed Forces, both at home and abroad. Some likely are watching this ceremony right now on our live webcast. I'd like to say to all of them, please know that you are with us, you have our full support, and we look forward to your safe return home to your families and friends. Now I'll talk about our students a little bit. I'd like to also recognize our honor students. Students graduating cum laude have achieved a cumulative grade point average of not less than 3.50 in all college and university work, including work done here at San Jose State University. Students graduating magna cum laude have achieved a cumulative grade point average of not less than 3.70 in all college and university work, including work done at this university. And we also have students graduating summa cum laude. These students have achieved a cumulative grade point average of not less than 3.85 in all college and university work and all work undertaken at this university. Congratulations to our cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude students. Will all of our honor students please rise if they are able to receive our applause? Thank you. And many of our students at San Jose State are the first in their family to graduate from college. This represents an important accomplishment and one that we know will inspire others in their family to follow in their footsteps. Will any student who is the first in their family to obtain a college degree please stand if they are able and receive our applause? I think our warm-up did a good job. I think you guys are getting the hang of this. This is pretty good. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce members of the platform party that you will not meet at the podium. Graduates, they are here to honor and celebrate your accomplishments. I'd like to name each of them and ask them to stand if they are able when their name is called and remain standing until all have been introduced, at which point we'll give them a warm Spartan cheer. Jackie Snell, Emeritus Faculty Representative. Karthika Shashi Kumar, Academic Senate. Mark DeLarco, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies. It's getting late. Naomi Shukla, Associate Dean of College of Professional and Global Education. Nina Chuang, representing the Associated Students. Chrissy Chang, San Jose State Alumni Association President. Lee Chang, Chair of Applied Data Science. And Anthony Chow, Director of the School of Information. Let's recognize our platform party. Thank you all. Now I'd like to turn your attention to the screen for a special message from your San Jose State Alumni Association President, Chrissy Chang.
Hello, graduates. On behalf of all fellow Spartans around the world, I'd like to congratulate you on earning your degree and becoming a San Jose State alum. Each of you has a story to tell, one that can inspire current or future students who might follow your lead and achieve things they may have once thought to be impossible. So tell your story, tell it with pride. You never know who it will impact. After you've left us, we want to continue hearing your story, your future successes, big or small, and the things that you are doing to change the world. That's why I'd encourage you to join the SJSU Alumni Association. Doing so can keep you connected to the amazing Spartan community and give you opportunities to give back and serve future generations. So on behalf of the San Jose State Alumni Association and our graduates worldwide, congratulations and go Spartans!
Thank you, Chrissy. I want to figure out how many Spartans we've got in the crowd. Do we have any Spartan alums in the crowd? If you could stand if you're able, I'd appreciate it, and we can see who you are. There we go. All right, we're going to do a little real-time networking here. Very, 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 very soon-to-be alums, meet current alums. You now know each other. Network with each other. Go out and share your story. Share how great you have done. You have now graduated from the oldest public university in the West. We have 150 years of history, of successes, of doing great things, and you're going to add to that history and that legacy, and we can't wait to see what you do. Now I'm privileged to introduce the College of Professional and Global Education Commencement Speaker, Sandy Hirsch, Associate Dean of Academics. Sandy? There you go.
I am so honored to serve as your commencement speaker this year. What a privilege to address you on this auspicious day. Today represents the culmination of all of your hard work, which is perhaps made even more special given the significant challenges we have all faced during the past 2 years of this global pandemic. I am extremely proud of each and every one of you. Your graduation today brings back memories of when I graduated with my professional degrees, my Master of Library and Information Science and my PhD in Library and Information Science. At the time that I graduated, there was no way that I could have predicted how my career path would have unfolded. I started my career in academia as an assistant professor in Library and Information Science at the University of Arizona. I then moved to the Silicon Valley, where I spent more than a decade working first in research and development at HP Labs, and then in user experience at Microsoft and LinkedIn in consumer product development. My next move was to return to academia, but this time as director of the San Jose State University School of Information, literally my dream job, and a position I held for a decade. And finally today, I am pleased to be continuing my lifelong dream of supporting students in the information and data professions as the Associate Dean of Academics in the College of Professional and Global Education. If you had told me when I graduated and attended my graduation ceremonies all those years ago that I would have worked in all of these different work environments, from academia to research and development to product development, and that I would work for big companies in the Silicon Valley like HP and Microsoft and LinkedIn, and that I would work in job roles that I didn't even exist when I went to school, such as user experience researcher, I would not have been able to envision the career path that would have connected all of those dots together. That is the beauty of the degrees that you have chosen to complete. I am confident that the skills and knowledge that you, today's College of Professional and Global Education graduates, have gained during your time at San Jose State University will open up all kinds of career possibilities, probably many that you cannot even imagine yet, just like it did for me. Because This is because you've acquired some of the most sought-after skills through your graduate degrees in library and information science, archives and records administration, informatics, and data analytics. Your skills are in high demand in the workforce and are well aligned with tomorrow's needs as well. Whether it is working with big data to tackle social issues or to solve business problems, or whether it is making essential information accessible to those living in rural and marginalized communities, or whether it is teaching information literacy to students to prepare them to be informed and knowledgeable citizens, or whether it is organizing and managing records and archival information, or whether it is serving as the bridge between people and information technology, you are poised to apply your newfound skills and knowledge to launch a successful career and to make a difference in society. I am so excited for you to take your next step after graduating today. It may surprise you to learn that when I'm not here at San Jose State University, I love to go out riding on my bicycle. I enjoy being close to nature as I bike along our beautiful coast and over our rolling hills. Road biking has also taught me many important life lessons, so let me share with you a road biking story and see if some of the lessons I've learned can be applied to your next steps after graduation. So there I was, in the town of Megler at the southern border of Washington State, staring across the broad mouth of the Columbia River. I looked up and studied the outline of the massive steel trusses of the Astoria Bridge, an engineering feat connecting the state of Washington to Oregon and providing the final link in the US highway system between Mexico and Canada when it opened to traffic in 1966. Given its remote location away from big cities, early critics disparagingly called the project the bridge to nowhere. If you haven't seen a photo of this bridge, it is an imposing 4-mile-long bridge that climbs to an elevation of 200 feet of clearance over the water so that ships can pass under it. And it ends in a steep descent that includes a 360-degree winding loop as it takes you southbound into Astoria, Oregon. And I was supposed to cross this bridge, not in a car, but on my bicycle. My heart was racing, but my feet were still on the ground. So how did I get here? A small group of my friends had set a goal of biking the Pacific Coast bike route, an almost 1,800-mile route along the coast from the Canada border to the Mexico border. After much logistical planning to divide the adventure into sections, we began our ride in the state of Washington at the Peace Arch on the US and Canada border. We pedaled south at a steady pace along the Pacific Coast Highway. Day after day, whenever we stopped for the night, curious people would ask us, "Where are you heading?" When they heard our destination was Astoria, Oregon, their first response was a look of surprise, and then they'd ask, "But what about the bridge?" In my mind, I was thinking, the bridge? What bridge? Oh, the Astoria Bridge? I had clearly not done all of my homework in preparing for this big bike trip, as I didn't know anything about the Astoria Bridge. So I started Googling Astoria Bridge and biking across the Astoria Bridge. The more I read, the more queasy I began to feel. I learned that this bridge has only a single lane of traffic in each direction, with no sidewalk and no shoulder, and the roadbed is made of metal grates. The winds blowing through the Columbia River opening to the Pacific Ocean can gust so strongly that you can be blown into the traffic lane. Or worse, it can blow logging trucks and other recreational vehicles into you. Wow, if only I were a thrill seeker, I'd be so excited. Instead, I tried to find advice on the web that would tell me how to safely ride across this bridge. But the only advice I found was to ride fast. Not exactly reassuring. So as the miles ticked by, my legs grew stronger, and I took in the beautiful scenery of the Pacific Northwest. As we started the last day of the Washington section of our ride, the time had come to decide. Would I stay on my bike and ride across the bridge with my friends, or would I decide to put my bike in the car and be driven safely across the bridge? Could I face my fear of this bridge? After 400 miles, the bridge was the only thing standing in my way. So, despite my trepidation, I took a cleansing breath and clipped into my pedals and joining my friends on the road, I biked as fast as my legs would take me. Up, up, up we went. Reaching the mid-span, we were floating over the river below. I quickly turned my concentration back to the road where I navigated the sharp curves to safely exit to the other side of the bridge in Astoria. I couldn't believe I had done it. This 20 minutes of riding felt like a major accomplishment, and one that felt even more meaningful because it had become such an insurmountable obstacle in my mind. Having successfully completed this first section of the Pacific Coast Bike Route, I realized that there would be more challenges and obstacles to overcome in the next sections of our rides down the rest of the coast. However, I drew confidence from the fact that I had already accomplished major feats. I had just ridden my bike 400 miles, and I had safely crossed the Astoria Bridge on my bike. I also realized that I had a community of friends that I could draw strength from to propel me forward. Today marks the end of one segment of your career journey, with the completion of your degree, and now you're ready to chart your next steps. Where will you take it next? As you go forward on your journey, take stock of where you have been and the hazards you have already overcome, and draw confidence from that. And take time to celebrate your accomplishments and surround yourself with supporters who have helped and will continue to help you on your way. I'd like to leave you with 4 key learnings that I think we can draw from my biking story, which I hope will be helpful to you as you launch your new careers in the information and data professions. First, you need to climb that mountain by creating and seizing new opportunities. When my friend invited me to join him on this bike trip down the Pacific Coast, I said yes to this opportunity, even though I had never done anything like this before, and I had only recently learned to clip into my bike pedals. To prepare myself, I did miles and miles of training rides, and I also had to get myself mentally prepared for the upcoming challenges, like crossing the Astoria Bridge. I have similarly seized opportunities in my career. For example, when I was looking for a job in the Silicon Valley, I met a hiring manager at HP Labs who did not have a job opening for me, but she did have an idea for a new program she wanted to build. She asked me to write a white paper about it. Well, I didn't want to write this white paper, and I was skeptical that it would lead to a job. I did it anyway, and I was so glad I took this chance. I was amazed when I learned that she was able to get this vision approved and that she had created a new job for me at HP Labs. As you take your next steps in your career after graduating today, I hope you will say yes to opportunities and that you will not shy away from climbing mountains and taking chances. Second, you need to be ready for changes in the road by embracing change. As John F. Kennedy once said, change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. On my road biking journey, we constantly had to adapt to changing weather conditions, unexpected road detours, and flat tires. Similarly, you need to expect the unexpected throughout your careers and embrace change. Change is endemic in the information and data professions, in the technology sector, and in our lives today. Your degrees in the information and data professions have given you a strong foundation to weather these changes and to adjust to the changing technology trends. As you take your next step in your career after graduating today, I hope you will prepare yourself for inevitable changes in the road and will embrace change throughout your careers. Third, you need to keep up your training by continuing to learn. Like many people, I learned how to ride a bike when I was in elementary school. However, knowing how to ride a bike isn't the same as being ready to do long endurance bike rides or to ride up steep mountain roads. It takes continuous training in order to successfully achieve these goals. Similarly, getting your degree today is only the first step in your learning journey as an information or data professional. Every day, new technology is introduced, more effective and efficient processes are developed, and new knowledge is created. So it is important to keep up your skills and knowledge so you're up to date. Additionally, research suggests that skills generally have a half-life of about 5 years, so continuous learning is essential, especially for information and data professionals. As you take your next steps in your career after graduating today, I hope you will continue to invest in your knowledge and skills so that you are always prepared for the next new development in your career. Finally, you need to be part of a peloton by building community. My road biking experience helped me learn the importance of community in terms of helping keep me safe on the roads by riding more as a pack, supporting each other when we had bike trouble like flat tires, and providing moral support to each other when we were anxious, tired, or needed encouragement. Similarly, networking and building your communities is essential, not only for finding jobs, but also for ongoing learning and connecting with colleagues. For example, I have never received a job interview or job offer based on submitting my resume into a system. All of my job opportunities have come through networking and participating in professional associations. You can learn so much from interacting with colleagues and community members who share your passions and also develop valuable leadership skills. Engaging with your community is also a way to give back to others. As you take your next steps in your career after graduating today, I hope you will build your peloton of mentors, supporters, and friends who will help you achieve your goals. In sum, as you chart your path after graduation today, consider my advice to you. Climb that next mountain. Be ready for changes in the road. Keep up your training and be part of the peloton. These actions will help you overcome your next obstacle, whether it is crossing the Astoria Bridge or finding your next job, and will help you continue to grow and accomplish great things. My wish for you, our 2022 graduates in the College of Professional and Global Education, is that you will find your careers in the information and data professions as rewarding, fulfilling, and inspiring as I have. In fact, I know you will. So congratulations to all of you. We wish you the very best.
Thank you, Associate Dean Hirsch. That was great. Hello again, graduates, families, and friends. Honestly, is this a great day to be, or is it a great night to be a Spartan, or what? All right, we're losing it. We're losing it. Come on now. That's a little better. I'm absolutely thrilled to offer my congratulations to the class of 2022 of San Jose State University. Graduates, I believe you're going to remember tonight for the rest of your lives. Despite all of the challenges you have overcome throughout your journey here at San Jose State, especially the past couple of years, you've persevered, you continued on, you excelled, and you're about to graduate. You're here today with your cap, your gown, your friends and your families, and you're waiting to hear your name called so you can cross this stage and celebrate in the moment, a moment you earned with talent, hard work, and dedication. You should take some time to bask in your accomplishment. Take a little bit of time. But then ask, what's next? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What do you want to achieve and accomplish now that you've earned your degree from San Jose State University? Maybe you'll form your own company and become a CEO. Maybe you'll teach and give back to future generations of students, much like our current faculty are doing today. And while I've mentioned our current faculty, let me ask our current faculty to rise and receive the appreciation of your students in the Spartan community. Our faculty, along with our staff, have worked hard every single day to give you the absolute best educational experience you could possibly have here at San Jose State, and I appreciate their work very much. Thank you. Maybe you'll become visionary leaders in your communities and neighborhoods, using the people skills you've cultivated in college to help transform the places and people in which you'll live and raise families. Whatever you do, I'm certain you will become mentors and supporters of those around you, showing what it takes to be successful and demonstrating how to care for others as you lift up our communities. However you choose to leverage your education and this valuable diploma that you've earned here at San Jose State, I know you'll make the most of it. In 2018, former Labor Secretary Robert Reich authored a book called The Common Good. In it, he discusses the need to return to a civic life where our government and business leaders, educators, and others in the public realm are all working to create a just, equitable society. He refers to, quote, our shared values about what we owe one another as citizens who are bound together in the same society, end quote. Spartans have a long history of caring for others. working to create a just and equitable society and understanding that our actions support our shared values as a society. As the newest members of the Spartan Alumni, take this new degree of yours, graduates, and consider the ways in which you can contribute to the common good. Ultimately, we should be judged by how many people we can positively impact, how many people we can help have one better day, how many people we can help have a better life. That's how we should be measured. We know you're going to do great things. We can't wait to see them. We're so excited about what your future holds for you, and we hope to hear from you about it very soon. Thank you, graduates, for choosing to come to San Jose State and allowing us to be a part of your lives, for sharing with us this time and space to witness your successes and to adding to the awesome Spartan community. It is our honor and pleasure to be with you tonight and to have shared this journey with you. All right, all that clapping and cheering practice you did, now's the time to bring it in. Finally, let's remember the instructors, advisors, tutors, mentors, friends, and classmates who helped you along the way. Perhaps most of all, we want to acknowledge and thank your families and supporters. Will those in the audience who have supported our students through their lives and this journey please stand if they are able and feel the thanks of the Spartan community? Let's make some noise for your family members and supporters who are with us here today. Congratulations to all of you here today, to the graduates, to their friends, families, and supporters, to the faculty and staff members who help make it all possible. Congratulations to you all. All right, you've done it. You're college graduates and newly minted members of the San Jose State Spartan alumni community. Great job. Everybody ready? I got like 3 more hours in this speech, so you got to hold your horses a little bit. Hang in there. I'm delighted now to turn things over to Dean Heward to begin the conferral of degrees.
Thank you, Interim President Perez. Conferral of degrees, that sounds exciting. So I agree wholeheartedly that our class of 2022 is one for the ages and a class that we will remember forever. Soon, we'll invite each of our graduates to cross this stage. A professional photographer will capture images of each graduate and provide these images to the graduate via email after the ceremony. We ask that family and friends remain in their seats so that all may enjoy the proceedings. We also ask that our graduates to please return to their seats after they have crossed the stage and remain seated for the remainder of the ceremony so that each of your fellow graduate receives the same recognition. At the conclusion, the interim president of the university will administer the degree conferral, recognizing the hard work on the part of everyone involved. So let's call all the graduates to come forward. This is the exciting part. Let's do it.
Now presenting candidates for the Master of Archives and Records Administration.
Natasha Sky Dennis.
Now presenting candidates for the Master of Science in Data Analytics.
Mercy Bowes. Xiaosin Xie. Jing Ye. Chi Ching Choi.
Go.
Ililta Gilai Gabrihewet. Kushia Tai. Fengling Zhou. Sarita Padali. Venkata Sai Ramya Sri Maradugu. Swarupa Gauri Adise Sachalam. Monica Bachu. Varsha Vaman Murthy. Shinjini Gupta. Sonal Yadav. Sunam Barsenya. Eric Alvin Althoff. Daylin Yan. Han Shao. Yangxing Zhao. Xinxia Lu. Chifan Pan. Kaiwan Lu. Abdullah Nawaz Khan. Tamara Malasit. Samira Fatima Zaidi. Su Pie Tong. Su Shang Hung. George Luna Monterey. Rishi Hiten Bhuptani. Jia Hu. Manuan Tong. Neelam Tanaji Shinde. Sahana Holiday. Lakshmi Sindhu Samadrala. Kimberly Nicole Segura. Pooja Malej. Saranya Pandiaraj. Ting Wei Yu.
Now presenting candidates for the Master of Science in Informatics.
Kevin Villiasis Rompus. Ayana Saradine.
Ristin Rivera.
Charlotte Tushela Kaninda.
Now presenting candidates for the Master of Library and Information Science.
Charles Ludwig. Andrea Guzman. Jessica Pate. Monica Andrea Wheeler. Ageda Betheran. Stratos Xanthus. Nikisha Nicole Crawford. Vienna Ibreo Butler. Morgan Stoker Taylor. Sherry Allison Buenaflor. Michael Eric Sistrunk. Maria de la Torre Lameli. Janet Tapia Villalvaso. Ashley Marie Tolmasov. Sela Giselle Canedo Lagunas. Andrew Page. Laura Hayes Zupan.
Samia Khattab.
Isabel Munoz Vera. Carrie Lee Sanabria. Jeffrey Willett. Ariel Aurora Lomax.
Maya Sienna Lumeli.
Briseda Pacheco Granados. Annie DeCousin. Ashley Melvin. Yvette Rodriguez. Sierra Michelle Ammons. Stacy Rolston Weiland. Christopher Navarro Zoleta. Barbara Alvarado Gonzalez. Alice Hay. Melissa Ella Toby Claparda. Jocelyn McDowell. Diane Ellis. Christine Poirier Hadfield. Leslie Archuleta. Tiffany Noel Shetker. Maria S. Shaw. Latasha Means. Liliana Pacheco. Giovanni Padilla. Molly Perlman. Sierra Rose Pastoral. Jamie Danielle Zulo. Jessica Lourdes Hernandez. Monica M. Barber. Kendra Lee. Phyllis Smith. Jeffrey Chang. Elva Ortega. Rebecca M. Dawson Bowman. Dario Rios. Kaylee Ann Christensen. Julie Lynn McPherson. Stephen Hart Robley. Sophia Rogers. Carlos Martinez Luna. Olivia Mules. Madeline V. Villalobos. Nicholas Philip Curry. Oscar Alejandro Bernal. Joseph Alexander Souza. George Antry Hodak Lehu. Angelique Rosenquist. Gabriel Monroe Knight. Tiffany Barba Padilla. Cassandra Lynn Karp. Lauren Tatiana Davidson. Catherine Lizeth Pascasio. Noemi Esquivel. Anne Van Ruckel. Haley Noel Johnson. Jeanette Espinoza. Casey Lynn Lee. Jennifer Revering. Larissa Edwards. Aaron Cruz. Adriana Destiny DiMaria. Frankie Lujan. Tiffany Sieb. Gina Catherine Vaziri. Stephanie Clare. Shannon Rose Irene Moore. Sonam Soni. Amanda Costigan. Destiny DeRoe. Sarah Dolores Christmas. Rachel Ann LaBerge. Zaha M. Sterry. Janine Tanahuvia. Vanessa Del Carmen Lindquist. Jasmine Cebulski. Solia Martinez Jacobs. Ellen Chen. Justin Pham.
Congratulations to the master candidate in the College of Professional and Global Education.
So we do know how to make some noise. Let's try it once again. Interim President Perez, I have the pleasure to present the candidates for, oh, I already said that. We already presented you. So Interim President Perez, I'm honored to certify that these individuals who have crossed the stage represent the students who have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their degrees. I highly recommend that you confer upon these candidates their respective degrees.
Will all members of the class of 2022 who are candidates for degrees please stand if they are able? Members of the graduating class of San Jose State University, on the recommendation of the faculty of this university and by the authority vested in me by the state of California, and by the Board of Trustees of the California State University System, I now confer upon each one of you your master's degree with all the attendant rights, responsibilities, and distinctions. Congratulations. Hear it. Now, please, everybody rise, if you are able, as vocalist Leo Magalinden joins us and leads us. There it is. Sorry, Leo. Leads us in singing. You don't want to join me in singing. I want to let you do it on your own. Leads us in singing our alma mater, Hail, Spartans, Hail. Thank you, Leo. That was spectacular. As I said last night, if I could sing like that, I'd never talk. I would only sing. Another round of applause for Leo. Let's get a round of applause for our musicians in the back. They've been beautiful. To all of our graduates, congratulations. You did it. We could not be more proud of you, class of 2022. By being part of this resilient, historic, and transformative graduating class, you are now part of San Jose State's celebrated history and legacy. You will never be forgotten. We are so proud of what you have accomplished and what you will accomplish, and as I said, you are always welcome home. Go forth and celebrate with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and look ahead as you begin the next chapter. Congratulations, Spartans. Before we all go, I want to thank the Commencement Planning Committee and our support services team for their great work to prepare our campus for today's special celebrations and, in fact, the ones we've had all week. I also appreciate all the volunteers who have given their time to help make this moment special for our students and for our families. Thank you all. Let's give them all a round of applause, please. Nope. Now, I ask that you please remain standing if you are able in your section until the platform party, faculty, and students have exited the arena. Thank you all for attending. Congratulations, Spartans. Congratulations. Thank you. All right.
Congratulations! Please follow the instructions of the event staff to exit the venue. This event was recorded and streamed live to our YouTube channel. Check our website soon for the recordings.